What's up guys, iOS 11 Beta 7 has been released today. Not a very significant update, but there are a number of changes in this one, certainly much less than earlier builds as iOS 11 is nearing its completion date with a release under 1 month from now. So of course we're going to be seeing less stuff. In any case, let's go ahead and take a look at all of the latest changes and features. Definitely not the easiest to catch, but the actual time has shrunk. So on select devices like the iPhone 7 Plus or the Plus models in general, and some of the smaller devices, the time has shrunk, and in Photoshop it's a little bit more visible. Very interesting that they did that, but definitely a change on the lock screen there. Another one that I noticed is they actually fixed that weird black effect. So sometimes you'd unlock your device and you'd get stuck on this black screen temporarily. Now it no longer happens. So just like that, as you can see, it no longer really gets stuck on the black screen temporarily. Now iOS 11 Beta 7 on the bottom, the time in landscape in the widgets view has been shifted to the right slightly, so more optimizations to the landscape lock. Now if you have music playing and you go to your cover sheets to drag it down very quickly, you'll notice there is a slightly changed animation. So notice how your stuff kind of just slides down really quick on iOS 11 Beta 7. Once again, it's kind of hard to do with two hands. So right here, it kind of slides down, a very neat effect. On the right here, it just comes down in a weird pop like that. Apple has fixed that, made it a little bit more gentler when sliding down. Also, same thing goes for when you quickly lock your device. Notice how the animation has been fixed. Your content, your notifications, and music player just eases in instead of this weird chop. And it's a nice little fade on the very bottom. Now in the control center, when you have no music playing and you 3D touch on the now playing live tile, you'll notice there is a new icon here for the Apple Music icon instead of your previous phone. Now reported by a user from 9to5Mac, in certain European nations, you've actually gotten a new volume indicator when your music is too loud. This is because of new regulations, so you're not going to see that here in America, but you get this little yellow when you go beyond the recommended limit. In Photos, you get a slightly adjusted splash screen when opening it up. As you can see, the icons have changed, the descriptions, and the actual button down here. In the restrictions, there is a removed option for password settings in here. Apparently, you can no longer restrict that on Beta 7. And these guys are now working on Beta 7. So a 30-pin to Lightning adapter was not properly working for syncing and charging, and now it's been fixed. And same goes for the actual Square payment reader. That has been fixed. It no longer crashes on iOS 11 Beta. And a lot of users are reporting that the responsiveness on older devices is much better. I can definitely attest to this, as on my iPhone SE, it's not laggy anymore. It's much more responsive versus an older version, and I could definitely say Apple's improved that. And just a few more changes I missed from the Beta 6 video, starting with a cellular data reset cycle. Every single month, new users are reporting that your cellular data will actually reset on a monthly cycle. And you're now able to see even more devices in the in-screen call page, so you'll see the little outlines here. It looks really cool. And now more devices are supported in the actual connection page for the W1 chip. Looks really cool. Here are my Beats Solo 3s. This has been available since Beta 6 though. A little attention to detail on the iPad here. When you take a screenshot in the split view, the actual cropper will snap onto the line here. So it'll stop to give you the perfect amount where you need just for one of the panes, which is a really nice touch. On the iPhone 7 Plus, the splash screen for the portrait camera mode has been updated, so it's not as tiny down here. And since Beta 6 for devices with Touch ID, actually activating emergency SOS mode will disable the Touch ID sensor on your device. This could be in case you're passed out unconscious and someone uses your finger to unlock your device. And this one is super handy. So in the Home app, if you have any home devices that you can change the color of, you can do so now within the app. So you can edit them with this color selector, also temperature selector. This is actually very handy. And podcasts will actually stop downloading podcasts if it notices you've lost interest, haven't listened to that podcast in a while. And the volume indicator, as flawed as it is, did receive an update, so it'll actually tell you the source if it's a Bluetooth device. That way you're not cranking up the volume thinking it's on your device and it's going to some other speaker. And there's actually a scroll bar now on the cover sheet. So right here to the right, Apple added that in. It was kind of a little hidden feature if you have enough notifications, that is. After running a Geekbench, we've got some pretty consistent results here versus Beta 6, so no change there. Definitely fluidity-wise, you'll notice it though. They changed the animations on the older devices to be a little bit quicker and more responsive. So there it is, guys, iOS 11 Beta 7. Not as many changes this time around, but again, it is coming up to an end here with the final release in just a month. So can't wait for that to happen, guys, but stay tuned for more betas. Peace.